I made a video promising that I would explain my glasses, so here is the video explaining that. Basically, I was in a field. It was a cornfield. This is Ohio. We have cornfields, so it's very plausible so far. But just wait. There's some carrion birds in the cornfield. You know, the carrion, that means that they feed on the dead. I think that's what it means. That seems to be what it means based on context. I learn a lot of things through context, okay? So sometimes I'm wrong, but I think that's what it means to be a carrion bird. And anyway, that's what they were doing. There was some kind of buzzard. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm not a bird expert, nor do I have any particular desire to be a bird expert, but, you know, I care enough to label them buzzards at any rate. Some kind of weird Ohio buzzard that eats fucking rotting carcasses, because there was a rotting carcass. It was small. I think it was a small dog, or it was a cat, or it was a raccoon, or it was a rabbit. It could have been any of those things. I don't know, because it was really just a bunch of fur and gore. So the birds were eating it, and they had kind of torn it apart, and it looked like it was a little bit decomposed, and there was ants in certain parts of it as well. And I'm surprised the ants didn't scare the birds off, but maybe the ants weren't on all of it, so maybe that's why the ants had only discovered some of the guts. I don't know. Anyway, so it was dusk. That was the time of day. It was dusk, which means the sun was about to go away. It was threatening to leave, the sun, and there was a moon in the sky as well. It was one of those rare moments where you notice the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. At least those are rare for me. I don't know how often that actually happens. Maybe it's a common occurrence. It probably is. But anyway, there was the moon and there was the sun in the sky at the same time, and I'm a simpleton, so I was very amused by that. And then I noticed that there was more than one moon in the sky. You know, I noticed that just above me there was a second moon. It was a green moon. And then I noticed that there was, I figure if there's 3 moons, maybe there's more moons. I started looking around and I found a bunch of moons. I found a purple moon, I found a yellow moon, I found an orange moon, I found a couple of different shades of orange moons, actually. And I found a few different shades of pretty much every color. But, I don't know all the little, I don't have one of those, Home Depot paint swatches kind of things with me, with all the little different unique colors that we've invented over the years, like cranberry and shit like that. Otherwise I would be able to describe these moons in better detail. There was even moons that were colors that the human eye cannot perceive, and then I looked at them and they were semi-translucent, actually. So I sat there and I figured if there's multiple moons in the sky, there must be a reason. So I figured that I must be a prophet of the future who has to interpret the moons. And so I sat there with a notebook and I drew the little moons out and drew the little fucking circles, and I looked at the pattern and I fucking tried to connect the dots with the moons. And I connected the dots and made a fucking penis at one point, and I fucking laughed, but I figured that's probably not the fucking great secrets of the universe. And then I kind of realized that, if I'm sitting there drawing penises, then I'm probably not the one to figure out what's going on with all these moons in the sky, so I gave up and bought these glasses.